Welcome to music and laughs, self-expression, intelligence, and creativity.
Hello, grade 6 learners! Hope everyone's doing great today! Welcome to the Music 6. Are you excited? Very good!
Rhythm, values of the notes, and rest.
The objective of this lesson is we need to identify the values of the notes and rest used in a particular song. But before that, we need to answer this one. Let's try it! Kung naa ba mo'y nahinduman from your previous level? Ready na ba mo? Okay. Read each item carefully and choose the letter of the correct answer. Write your answer on a separate sheet. Number 1. Which of the following is whole note? Letter A, letter B, letter C, or letter D? Number 2. What do you call this note? Letter A, whole note. Letter B, half note. Letter C, quarter note. Or letter D, eighth note. Number 3. Which rest is this? A, whole rest. B, half rest. C, quarter rest. Or letter D, eighth rest. Number 4. Which is eighth rest? A, letter B, letter C, or letter D? Nahuman na ba mong answer? I-keep sana kay ato nang tanawon kung sakto pa na ang inyong tubag. Notes and rest values. Notes and rest are musical symbols on a staff that designate when to play and when to not play. Notes on a staff represent what pitch to play and for how long. Rest are musical symbols used to designate when to pause and not play. Notes are time of sound. Rest are time of silence.
We all know that
Note is a time of sound. So I have here an example of a note. So we have here the note head, the stem, the beam, or what we called the flag.
So I have here an example of a notes, the name and the number of beats. First, we have here 0, or what we call the whole note. The number of beats, 4. The second one is like the. That is half note. Number of beats, 2. The third one is like a shaded D, or what we call the quarter note. The number of beats, 1. The fourth one is like the shaded D with flag or beam is what we call eighth note. Number of beats, 1/2. Last one is like a shaded D with 2 flags or beam, and that is what we call the 16th note. The number of beats, 1/4. Take note of these following. Stem can be up or down. We have 2 eighth notes beamed together, like that example. And we have also 2 16th notes bent together. And we also know that rest is a time of silence, meaning muhunong ta. also the examples of rest, their names, and number of beats. First is like an open box, and that is what we call the whole rest. The number of beats, 4. Second one is the opposite of the whole rest, and that is what we call half rest. Number of beats, 2. The third one is like a zigzag, and that is what we call quarter rest. The number of beat, 1. The fourth one is like number 7, and that is what we call 8 rest. Number of beat, 1/2. The last one is like also the number 7 with 2 flags, and that is what we call 16th rest. Number of beats, 1/4.
Do the rhythmic pattern below by clapping your hands. Always remember that in a 2/4 time signature counts 1, 2. In 3/4 time signature counts 1, 2, 3. And in 4/4 time signature counts 1, 2, 3, 4. Let us sing the song Magtanim ay Masaya in a tone of Magtanim ay Di Biro. Observe how the words of the song move with the music.
Magtanim ay masaya, lahat ay maligaya, kagaway masisigla, hirap ni alintana. Masaya ang magtanim, maraming aanihin, halina sa bukidin, at ating pagyamanin.
What kinds of notes and rest are found in the song? Do you know the value of each note or rest in music? Below are the tables 1 and 2 that show the different kinds of notes and rest in symbols and names with their values. We have here the whole note and the whole rest. The number of beats, 4. We have also the half note and half rest. The number of beats, 2. The third one is the quarter note or the quarter rest. The number of beat, 1. The fourth one is the eighth note and the eighth rest. Number of beat, 1/2. We have also here the 16th note and 16th rest. The number of beats, 1/4. And now you know already the different kinds of notes and rests in symbols with their names and values. And we have also in table 2 the symbol of note, the name, the number of beats, the name of the rest, and the symbol of rest. So first, we have here the dotted whole note and dotted whole rest. The number of beats, 6. The second one, we have here the dotted half note and dotted half rest. The number of beats, 3. The third one, we have here the dotted quarter note and dotted quarter rest. The number of beats, 1 and 1/2. The fourth one is what we called the dotted eighth note and dotted eighth rest. The number of beats, 3/4. And the last one, we have here the dotted 16th note and dotted 16th rest. So the number of beats, 3/8. What have you observed with the values of notes and rest? Do they have the same values? How do they differ? Always remember that a dot increases the length of a note or rest by 1/2 of its value. And now, let's try to answer this one if your answers are correct. Number 1. Which of the following is whole note? Very good. The answer is letter D. In number 2, what do you call this note? A. Whole note, B. Half note, C. Quarter note. Or letter D. Eighth note. Very good. The answer is letter B. Half note. Number 3. Which rest is this? A. Whole rest. B. Half rest. C. Quarter rest. Letter D. Eighth rest. Very good. The answer is whole rest. Number 4. Which is eighth rest? Very good. Letter C. It's like number 7. So, we need to answer this one if you understand the lesson. So, we need to identify the value of the following notes or rest. Write your answer on your activity notebook. Number 1. What value of the whole note and whole rest? Yes, the answer is 4. How about number 2? The half note and half rest. Amazing answer. That is 2. Number 3. The quarter note and quarter rest. Yes, the answer is 1. Number 4. What value of eighth note and eighth rest? Very good. 1/2. How about number 5? The value of 16th note and 16th rest. Very good. 1/4. Number 6. The value of dotted whole note and dotted whole rest. Very good. 6. Number 7. The value of dotted half note and dotted half rest. Very good. The answer is 3. Number 8. The value of dotted quarter note and dotted quarter rest. Very good. 1 and 1/2. Number 9. The value of a dotted eighth note and eighth rest. Very good. 3/4. In number 10, the value of dotted 16th note and dotted 16 rest. Very good. 3/8. And now, let's answer this one. Look at the musical score of the song, Bahay Kubo. You need to identify the value of each note and rest. Number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, and 5. So write that in your answer sheet. Are you ready to answer this one? Always remember that it is important to know the relationship between these kinds of notes and rest in order to read music. And that's all for today. See you next time. Bye-bye.